Good morning and welcome to today's Qualified at the Intersection. Today, I am excited to let you know that this newsletter is about later today. So at noon Pacific time, I'm going to be doing my first Zora Project interview. As you may remember, the Zora Project is my attempt to document the voices of the 300,000 Black women who have recently lost their jobs and the 6.1%, depending on the month, of Black women who have lost their jobs. Black women are losing their jobs at an alarming rate, and it is imperative that we capture the stories, understand what's going on, and develop a movement that can actually help these women, help them not only tell their stories, but I'd love to grow this project to be able to help people financially. And also, if there are folks out there who are attorneys who are able to help these women, we need to develop a rapid response to help these folks who are losing their jobs. This is a 10 alarm fire. And I don't think people really understand that. So that's why I came up with the Zora Project. It's named after Zora Neale Hurston, who went around the country documenting the stories of African Americans, some of whom were those who had lived in slavery, one of whom was documented in a book, Barracoon, which is the last known enslaved person to come on a ship from Africa. So Zora's project was so important because it captured these voices that otherwise would have been lost. And this project is important because we want to capture these voices of African American women, Black women who are losing their jobs. Now, I say this every time. Why are we focusing on Black women first? We're focusing on Black women first because they are the leading indicator. They are the tip of the spear. They are the ones who are being impacted the most. And we need to understand why. Because if we can understand what is going on with Black women, it can help everybody. Now, to some extent, we know what's going on, and that is racism and sexism and the many layered things that Black women encounter in the workplace. But we have to counter this narrative that Black folks are unqualified. What we know is that Black people, when they get positions, especially positions of management or authority, tend to have more education, more experience than their white counterparts. And yet, they have a hard time advancing and keeping those jobs. Research has shown that in order for Black people to keep their jobs, they have to work twice as hard. Like, there is literal research showing that Black people can do an excellent job and still not keep their job. So we are dealing with the real world impact of racism at the moment, where this administration is pretending that racism doesn't exist, really as a way of reinstituting a Jim Crow 2.0 in the United States. And so I hope you can tune in today at noon Pacific time to hear the first interview of the Zora Project. Share this link with folks, let people know. And if you can support this project, you can support by becoming a monthly subscriber to the Substack or a yearly subscriber. It's a discount. You can contribute more than the subscription services. And my goal is to get this project to blow up like the celebrities on this site so that we can support these women in a real fundamental way. Because as I say in my book, Black women are the canaries in the workplace coal mine, and they have been signaling for years that something is devastatingly wrong. And it is dependent on all of us to figure out what it is, how to address it, because it's going to impact all of us in the workplace. So tune in today, 12 noon Pacific time, for the first Zora Project interview. Now, I'll be doing these monthly, and also contribute your story. If you have people who want to contribute a story, there are 3 primary ways they can contribute. They can write the story and email it to me. It's thesherrydunn.com. You can get all the information on the website. They can leave a voice memo. They cannot leave the name of their company, individuals' names, things like that, or they can do the interview. So check out the interview today. You'll see what that's like. I know a lot of people are fearful. This isn't litigation. We're not litigating the matter. We're capturing the stories, the real stories, and the impact of what is happening to Black women in the workplace. So tune in today, noon Pacific time, and support the Zora Project.